run centrally, almost by, I hate to say it because I'm talking about myself here, but by a dictator. And we can't have that. If you can think of all the countries out there that have succeeded with dictators, there's very few. And the ones that are still there are only hanging on by brute force and are about to disappear. And so the next part of this is to get SCs to be the leaders that run the community. And as you may know, a few months ago, we started that process by setting up a set of guidelines that would judge success coaches by the graduation rate of their clients. And through that, we've gotten some learnings. Perhaps the biggest thing we've learned is maybe that's not the best way to judge success coaches as they rise up through that process and identify themselves as the best success coaches out there. And so we've got some edits to that. We've got some changes to that are coming. We'll show you that here today, later in this discussion. But the objective of FanBox is for success coaches ultimately to be running the community, the company, the corporation, everything, to be completely responsible and accountable to the success coaches. Again, think to your country. If you've got a situation where a dynasty, where a king hands down control of the country to his son, that often does not work out very well. And if it does work out well, the next king's son screws it all up. That doesn't work. And in the democratic process that we have here in the US and now most countries around the world, we've also seen how that could be a little bit of a popularity contest, and you could accidentally elect some people that are not real good for the country. Like, not to offend anybody here, but a few years back, we elected a president that took us to war, took us down the wrong path, and as a result of that, our economy is in shambles, and we still haven't recovered. That was a mistake. And so a political system, we believe, needs to be run by people who already have a proven track record at helping people. They don't just get up there and say, listen, I can help people better than anyone else, without being able to prove it. Well, our success coaches that will be eligible to run the entire community are the ones that have best helped their clients, the community, to improve their lives. That just makes sense. So to run this community and to run this company, one must be a success coach first, and then one must become one of the best success coaches. And out of that group of people, one person will become the president of the corporation. So that's the direction that we're headed. So success coaches also will be the leaders that run the community. By the way, I know some people are able to speak here. We've unfortunately had to mute most people just because the noise element would make it so nobody can hear. But if anyone can speak, please feel free to speak up. All right. Well, success coaches will be the leaders. And we'll move on to the third pillar. And so as opportunity presents itself, and you're going to see here today how, and you guys already got a sneak peek into the I'll pay later feature that's coming, but we're going to show you a little bit more about that here today. Well, we think opportunity ultimately is going to keep improving at FanBox, and a big step forward is going to be what goes live here momentarily with that feature. Well, when that happens, more and more we're going to need this other pillar to be complete, and that's a justice pillar. Decisions are being made all the time that affect the community. There's going to be disputes between people buying and selling things, and all sorts of interesting situations can arise, and that's why every country must have a justice system, must have a way to create a resolution process for issues that come up between people. And so by trying to build that, we want to make sure we don't get this, and that is a broken justice system. And so how do success coaches get involved in that? Well, success coaches ultimately can be the most important piece for that as well. I'm just going to go a little bit slowly here because I know not everyone's connection is fast. So I'm going to try to go, if you're waiting too long, that's why, if it seems like I'm speaking slow here. So success coaches already are the referees, but more and more, we're going to support them with technology that allows them to be the referee when a dispute comes up. As the transactions come up in the provide area and other types of technologies are released that create the potential for conflict or issues, the success coaches ultimately will be the referees. Of course, besides referees, we're also going to need judges. So the success coaches will be the judges. The success coaches will be the jury as well. And, well, in every system, you're going to need lawyers too. Sorry to tell you that, but we're always going to need lawyers as well. So, and the reason for that is some people will not necessarily understand how to navigate the justice system. And others that might be more powerful or better communicators or just understand the rules better than them might be at an advantage. And so that's where the lawyers come in to help. And so, of course, success coaches will be where the lawyers can come up from. And so ultimately, when you're thinking about what are the pillars of our community, perhaps, you know, a better question to ask is, who are the pillars of our community? And, well, it's, guess what? Our mission here to uplift humanity really should be the success coach's mission as well, to uplift humanity by enabling opportunity. So ultimately, it is success coaches that are the, you know, our path to the future. Without success coaches, we are simply a simple software product. And with success coaches, we really have the opportunity to get from here to where we're actually helping millions, then hundreds of millions, and then eventually billions of people improve their lives. Technology today offers that solution. For somebody sitting in a dark corner in some place in the world to access the web and get access to the opportunities that we're all creating for them, including access to a success coach, access to, you know, the opportunity to get educated, to have justice, and to be operating in a political system where their rights are protected and they really have the opportunity to live with freedom and to live with the resources they need to pursue happiness for themselves and for their families. And so the missing piece in all of this is the success coach team. That's why we're so excited on this side, because for the most part, on this end, we're software developers. That's what we know. But when it comes to the glue, the oxygen that really makes it all work, well, that's where the success coach team comes in. And so to get to this point where we're at 1 year, and we started off with so few success coaches. Exactly a year ago, a very small handful of people came together. And I'm going to just hand over the microphone to one of our comrades here in FanBox. Her name is Ashley. And we're going to get right into some of our the history here and kind of remind everyone where it all started. But before we do, I just want to take this opportunity one more time. And I'll be back in a moment in this call after Ashley. But I want to take this opportunity one more time to just tell you how excited we are here at FanBox to have had this opportunity to work with you, to see the progress that we're all making together, and to sort of share our complete optimism for the future as to what we can do together when we merge great software with risk-taking people both in a company and out in the community, operating as success coaches with the same mission. I think we're about to make history, and I think that's become very clear to everyone this last year, is that this is history in the making. Nothing like this has ever been done before. And so it's so exciting. We just simply cannot find the words to thank you and to share our excitement. So on that note, I'm going to hand this over to Ashley, and here she is.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Well, next up, I wanted just to show, the appreciation that clients and SCs have of everyone in the SC program. So first we have the first testimonial, which is, I really appreciate all your hard work and support. Next we have, thank you for being my friend and supporting me. I appreciate my success coach because she always helps everyone. My success coach is a great inspiration for many users. I have learned so many things from my success coach. Also, my success coach makes me feel like I'm talking to a really good friend. My success coach is so caring of all her clients. My success coach is so funny, creative, and helpful. And I thank my success coach for encouraging me and being there for me on FanBox. So those are some testimonials, and it just goes to show that your impact is really great onto all the clients and success coaches.
Okay, so next we're going to talk about some of the, this is Zoe, by the way. Hi, everybody. We're going to talk about some fun SC facts. Okay, so at the start of the SC program, there were only 5 success coaches. Joe, Arlene, Rocker Lee, and myself, and Jenny Lee. Today, there are 233 success coaches. Wow. At the start of the SC program, we only had success coaches that spoke English. Now, SCs speak 46 languages.
Wow.
And probably more. A lot of people, everybody. At the start of the SC program, we only had success coaches from the United States. Now we have success coaches from 36 different countries. Awesome.
That's just amazing. I love it.
Okay, next up, we wanted to just show how the SC program was when it first started, and then just show how many different features and functions success coaches have now. When the program was first launched, this is how the Client Center looked like. Yeah, so there's quite a difference there.
Yes, there is.
It's amazing. Oh my goodness.
And this is another example of how the Client Center looked like 1 year ago. Yeah, almost a year ago.
This was actually October, so this was only 10 months ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Craziness.
Over time, SCs have gained many features that were not available before. Now success coaches have the ability to do so much more with functions and features. Okay. Now success coaches can control the client count. We have power teams now. We have graphs of the rank among power teams. We have the ability to help each other with ad moderation. Now you have a blog made only for SCs. You have the coach communication area. And clients can submit financial goals. And now you have graphs to show the client count, rapport rate, and graduation rate.
I just can't believe how much we've progressed. It's amazing.
Yeah.
We've come a long way.
It's a good thing that all of these things, when they first rolled out, of course, have always been issue-free, bug-free.
You're right, man. Wow.
Oh, I hope that was Arlene laughing back there. I thought it was.
Yeah, I think we all were.
Ouch.
But I mean, it's a nice ride, though. That's the thing. That's the best part. Is you just. It's fun not to know exactly what to expect all the time.
That's right.
It keeps us on our toes.
And that's really the only reason issues and bugs happen is we'd like to surprise you. We want to keep it fun for you.
Exactly.
That's right. Arlene, that was just for fun last week. Ouch. Sorry, Arlene. And everyone else as well, but especially Arlene. We're sorry.
We still love you.
All
right.
That's Jenny Lee speaking, or was that Arlene speaking?
That was Jenny. Arlene still loves you too. She's told us.
She's still on the phone. That's good.
Thank you.
That's funny. Okay, the top 5. These 5 success coaches have moderated the most ads, anywhere between 7,000 to 11,000 ads.
Wow.
That's a lot.
Amazing.
April, Ryan, Zoe, Tara, and Melanie.
Yeah.
Woo! These 5 success coaches have the most clients. May, Coco, Sweet Chris, Tara, Ifakar. Oh my God. Was trying not to butcher the name.
Wow, they have a lot of clients. We know that.
Yeah. Yes, I get lots of client requests for them.
Fantastic.
All right, so you guys voted on a few nominations, so I'll be taking that over. So these are some of the categories that we had you guys vote for, and thank you guys for that. So we'll go over that. All right, so the first one for the most improved, voted by all you guys out there, is Suda. Suda was voted most improved. Yay! She is the perfect precedent of how an SC can improve and become more successful.
Way to go,
Okay.
Suda.
Great job, Suda. The most helpful. Who do you guys all find the most helpful? May Ram, right? You guys all know May.
Yeah,
She
hey.
has more clients than any other SC out there. So great job,
Good job,
May.
May. Wow. Everybody loves May.
Who's voted the most friendliest? Catherine.
Yay, Catherine!
And she has the potential to befriend anyone at FanBox. You guys all know her. She's very sweet and very friendly.
She was one of my first friends.
I'm sure everyone
Yeah.
has that.
Fantastic. Congratulations, Catherine.
Great job. So, who do you guys all found the most ambitious?
I'm guessing. What do you think? Maybe Ryan. It's gonna be Ryan. Oh, pop!
Pop.
Yeah!
He generates good results in a short period of time. So that's who you guys just voted for.
Well, that suit and tie sure say ambitious.
Woohoo. All right. So who'd you guys find the funniest?
Whoa, that's tough. Let's see. There's so many funny ones out there. Oh, let me see. Does he bark? Does he walk around on four legs? Yay!
Bring it up, Terry. He's been entertaining and cracking up SCs and FanBoxers for over 7 months.
Wow. Woof, woof.
So you got that one, JC. All right. So who did you guys find the most passionate?
All right, this one's got to be Ryan. It's just got to be. No? There's so many passionate SCs out there.
Suspense. All right.
Oh, yes.
You guys voted Marie. She
Yeah.
tells you how she sees it. She's the one you want to have on your side because she'll always go to bat for you.
That's so true. Way to go, Marie. Nice. Congrats, Marie.
Okay, who's the most artistic? Who'd you guys vote for the most artistic SC?
Okay. This has got, well, let's see. There's 4, Sweet Chris. It's got to be Sweet Chris. Yes!
Yay,
I got one right.
Her artistic talents have given her the title of Buttons Queen, and she's been sharing her web buttons with over 8,900 fans. 8,960 fans, to be exact.
Nice.
Great job,
Way to go, Sweet Chris. Woo.
All right, so who would you guys find to be the overachiever of the group?
Wow, that's tough. There's so many overachievers. That is so tough. I don't even know where to start. Everybody.
Throw away for your vote on that one.
Oh boy. I think there's a tie for 233 people have tied.
Well, there you go.
All right.
Of course.
Ryan Page. Wherever he goes, even offline, he's always ready to help someone on FanBox.
Give him his little Google phone, his little Android phone, and he'll be on.
Yeah.
Exactly where to
When he's
go.
on the road.
He's the only one that has the whole site memorized. Like, I swear he's got a photographic memory.
Wow. I want to know when he's driving his truck, how many little kids he's run over as he's helping people out. Ryan, that's not what we mean by uplifting humanity.
Oh, man.
Congrats, Ryan. Way to go, Ryan. Woohoo!
All right, so who would you guys all vote for the best eyes?
JC, obviously, right? But of course. Of course.
You should have.
I deserve this one. Just try
Unfortunately,
keeping your eyes open like that all 24 hours a day.
so
Bandera.
Vandera
Oh, yes.
has been mesmerizing FanBoxers with his eyes for over 7 months.
Oh, I'm mesmerized right now looking at his photo. Congrats, Bandera.
Thumbs up. All right. So who do you guys find the most computer savvy?
Wow, that's a tough one.
That is
So
tough.
many computer savvy people. Dave!
Yay!
Way to go,
He's
Dave!
been helping us with my FanBox with the computer problems for over 4 years. He's been here
Wow.
for life.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Always
Way to go,
really
Dave.
well.
Dave.
Fantastic.
All right. Most creative.
Wow, that's another tough one.
Yeah. Tough one.
Sweet Chris again.
Chris again was voted.
Congrats.
Creative.
Yeah.
Ryan comes down to her blogs with her amazing creative tips.
Fantastic.
All those buttons.
Oh yeah. So many people are using the buttons she's created.
I know. Oh, Joe's on now. Did you see Joe's on?
Yeah.
All right, so the night owl.
I wonder who that is.
Yeah.
Night owl. Night owl.
Let's see who's.
Who stays up all
Yeah.
night?
Who stays up all night? Yeah, Mom. Cool.
Yes.
Who is?
Cool A's.
I love staying up all night on FanBox.
Nice.
All right, so who did you guys find the most photogenic?
Oh wow, this is tough.
This is tough.
Yeah.
In our eyes, you're all so beautiful. We love all our kids.
Based on your votes.
The winner is.
Woohoo, look at that.
Georgia.
She has been doing this for over 6 months. Didn't she have a kid too, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, does she have kids?
It's twins, right?
Wow.
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 Good genes.
Nice job, Georgia.
For Jana. All right. Okay, so who did you guys find had the best smile?
That's got to be JC for sure.
He's always smiling, right? The winner is Anne Bonister. She's been charming clients for 20 months. Woohoo, Anne!
Yeah.
Look at that pretty smile.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that smile.
Such a sweet lady.
Nice job, man. Way to go. Sincere smile.
All right, so who is most likely to comment? Who did you guys think would comment? Okay. There you go. Aaliyah.
Yeah.
She's been enlightening the community with her comments for 2 years. Thank you for commenting. All right. So who did you guys find the most FanBox spirited?
That's a tough one. There's so much
That's
spirit.
that's tough too. Drum roll.
Roll.
Drum roll, please. Oh, Stina again was voted spirited. She's been spreading FanBox spirit for over a year.
Oh, I love that applause.
I know.
Wow. Way to go, Suda. Suda and Chris Lee took home 2. Right. Wow. Nice.
Okay. All right. So who do you guys find has the best profile photo?
Wow.
Ah, that's tough too.
That's tough. I'm glad I'm not betting on this stuff.
Drum roll. impressions for almost 2 years. Yay, Carm.
Yeah. That is a nice profile photo.
Yeah, that is nice.
I might just make that my profile photo.
All right. Who do you guys find has the funniest blog post?
Okay, this is,
SC.
I'm betting on four-legged one again. What do you think? What do you think, Jenny Lee? What's your bet?
What's my bet? I'm gonna go with yours.
Four-legged one?
Yep, the four-legged one.
Oh!
You've been making people laugh on FanBox for over a year. Had a great sense of humor. It's very funny. Great job.
I love his ears. Crazy Dog Terry, you got to tell me where you get your haircut. I got to go to the same place.
Man, his blogs. He's even
All
got
right.
a blog turning into
FanBoxaholic. I think a lot of us are FanBox.
That's all of us. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, I agree.
Based on who you guys voted for. The SCs. Drum roll. Bam again. She's been using FanBox for over 7 years and has not been able to stop. Yeah, so she's been here a while too.
Wow.
7 years.
Wow,
Wow.
long time.
FanBox has been around for 7 years.
Mayram's been around for 7 years. Mayram, you're amazing. I wish we could hear you.
Yeah. All right. So, all right, and I think this is the last. This might be the last one, right? The most outspoken. Who did you
Most
guys vote for the most
outspoken.
outspoken?
Drum roll.
Oh. My best friend, Joyous Life. She's been speaking her mind on FanBox for over a year.
Way to go, Joyous.
I think that's it, right? Thank you guys all for voting. Yeah.
We got some tips now.
Do you want to unmute Joe for this one? Because she's a panelist now.
Okay, let's figure out how to do that. Just a second. Okay, there you go.
There she is. Is she there?
There I am. Can you hear me okay?
Yay!
Yes. Hi, Joe.
Yay! Hey, I was doing the desk drum rolls right along with you.
We felt it. We felt it.
Tips from SCS experts, how to help your clients earn more. Encourage your clients to create good ads. Encourage your clients to fund their own ads and top up as often as possible.
Joe, do you want us to just keep moving on the slide, or would you want to talk about each one?
I can stop and talk about them too.
We'll wait for you to say next slide.
All right, let's go on to the next one and then I'll jump in. Find out what activities on FanBox your client enjoys most and teach them how to be best in that role. And you can also direct them to do blogs and then, of course, ads on those roles too and become experts. And, of course, when your client's successful, you're even more successful. Next. Encourage clients to complete the security flow and be 100% verified so they can double their profits. Next. Have clients try all the knowledge roles at least once to graduate. And that's very, very important for anybody that wants to join the SC program. They should really understand how all the roles work so that way they can teach others. Next. Encourage your clients to create, oh wait, no.
Encourage your clients to boost. Sorry, my screen jumped. Definitely encourage your clients to boost. That helps everybody. It's beneficial to your client. And I think just putting the trust in FanBox is so important in conveying that, whatever you get in, you get back plus some. That's something that we need to get really good at teaching our clients. Next. Get your clients to trust you. And that is really easy to do. Just be their friend. Next. Be genuine and sincere. And ask questions about a client and build a rapport, because when you know what drives them, why they're on FanBox, what they want, you can help them get to their goals. I've had clients who had all kinds of goals, and one guy wanted to just earn enough money to get a toupee so he could get a wife. So, it's whatever drives that client, just find out what it is. And that's why every case is different and every individual is so unique and so fun to get to know. And that's one of the coolest things about being a success coach is you get to meet people from all over the world and help them. Next. Follow up when your client has not been active for a while. It shows you're interested in helping them. That's pretty self-explanatory. Next. If you don't know the answer to your client's question, it's okay. Just find out the answer to help them. If you don't, no client should ever get, I don't know, from any of us. You have 48 hours to answer the client. Just ask your SC or your head SC. We're all one team. We are here to help. And give your clients the best answer that you can always get them on FanBox. Next. Show you're interested in your client's success by checking out their profile, commenting on their blogs and leaderboard movement, and just make an appearance and be active in their FanBox life. It really will make a huge difference on how communicative your client is with you. Next. Or is that it? Learn how FanBox works as much as possible and always continue learning so you can teach others, because as we all know, FanBox is ever changing. So we do have to keep up with that. Next. Keep yourself organized and always mark a message as unread if you need to come back to it. That is really big, because once you really start getting clients, your inbox can start moving quite quickly. And if you have very good intentions of going back to a message, you may miss it if you don't mark it as unread. That's a real fast way to find stuff that you need. You can just click your unread messages and just go down the list. Next. The Learning Center. Utilize the Video Center and share the links with your clients. And it's a great way for you to also stay up to date, especially if you're a newer SC. Take a little time and go through the Learning Center. You can pick up a lot of tips that you may not have learned as a client, and then you'll be able to take that forward to your own clients. Next. Review your head SC's weekly meetings so you're in sync with what's going on. Communication is the key. That's really what it's all about once you're on a team. You've got to stay in touch. And come to the meetings. If you can't come to the meetings, at least try and get some bullet points about what was discussed. Throw in your 2 cents, bring your ideas, and keep the flow of communication going, because that only makes the team stronger.
So true.
Maintain communication with your SC clients, head SC, and power team. Most definitely.
Absolutely.
Yes. Create a screener when editing ads to help your clients better understand what they need to improve on. This is huge. If you don't know how to create a screener, ask a team member or your SC to show you. It is so fast to just, when you're correcting an ad, just record yourself doing it. If you're not sure that you want to talk on screen, you don't have to. You can actually just show them and then just type them a letter. If you're a blabbermouth like me, then you have no problem being on a mic and you can just talk over it.
Great tool.
Yes, and it's free, so that's always the right price.
Yeah, exactly.
And one of the biggest ones, to be successful as an SC, you don't want to get burned out. Don't sit in your inbox. Take one day off as an SC. Let your head SC know when you're going to be off, and do something you enjoy, even if it's just coming to blog and have fun on FanBox and just stay out of your client center for a day. You've got 48 hours on ads, 48 hours on returning messages to clients. Just make sure you're caught up, take a day off, and just go enjoy FanBox as a member. That's really fun to do. That's what I find a lot of my people on my team, whenever they actually do take days off, that's what they come do. They come play on FanBox.
I love doing that too.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
Well, fantastic. Thank you so much for those tips, Jill. And, and even if people knew some of them or all of them, it is so good to be reminded. Sometimes we just need to be reminded of what we already know to actually use the information, as opposed to have it just sitting there collecting dust in the rusty hard drives of our mind.
Yes, that's true. And we get so busy sometimes we forget the simple things that we should remember and keep it fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So thank you for that. That was a great, great idea to stick that right in the middle of this. Awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
SC rewards.
All right. Well, in appreciation of all your hard work, we are rewarding you with $10 for every month you have been an SC.
Yeah.
The crowd approves.
So what does that mean, Ash? If they've been an SC for 3 months, they're going to get $30 added to their FanBox bank?
Right. So it'll be
Nice.
added to their bank as credit, right? It's earning credit.
Well, no, it'll be cash. It'll be
Okay.
But it'll be an earning. Yes.
Okay.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Awesome.
And also you will receive a gift package via postal service containing a t-shirt, mouse pad, and a certificate of accomplishment. You'll have the opportunity to submit your t-shirt size through the SC blog.
Nice.
Woo!
T-shirts. Yeah, absolutely. Wow, T-shirts. Yeah. What if we're planning on losing weight? What if we're All right.
Then we'll have to enter a goal size in the SC block.
That's right.
You always say we should set goals. So there
That's
you go.
right. Absolutely. All right. And now we get to the very last part of our little presentation here. We just wanted to show you, give you a little snapshot of what's coming very, very soon, and most likely as early as next week. Let's get right into it. Yay! Woo! Woo! And this is it. Nothing's coming next week. Just kidding. All
It's really blank and white.
That's right. But at least it'll be completely bug-free.
It looks easy to use and glitch-free. I love this product.
That's right. Let's see. Well, look at what we have here. When you go to Boost or Pay for Ads, what you're going to see is that. I'll pay later. Woo! Yeah. And, well, it's too bad you already got a snapshot of this last week. But this is really, really, really cool. And the reason it's so cool is because everybody around the world, whether they've been around for 7 years like Mayram, or whether they've been around for 7 minutes, they're going to be able to choose that and pay later for their boosts and for their ads. And so that's going to have a few consequences for us. The first one is that, well, guess what? Everyone's going to earn more money. They can immediately start earning. There's no reason anyone can't start earning money instantaneously. Everybody.
That is a great consequence.
Love that consequence.
Yes.
Well, and isn't that really a lot more closely, mimicking our mission? Isn't that what we're really trying to get to? A point where we're
Absolutely.
trying
Yes,
to do that?
yeah.
Yeah. So that is fantastic. Which, by the way, what that means for success coaches is that if everyone can earn, and success coaches always earn when their clients earn, well, then success coaches should start earning a lot more money for their hard efforts. And that's, I think, one of the best pieces of news as well.
Definitely.
Good news.
Absolutely. There is nothing wrong with our amazing success coaches earning more and more money because as they get better and better at doing their jobs of helping other people succeed. And of course, when success coaches earn, it doesn't cost their clients anything. So it's all good. Everyone's winning. All right. And so as we go forward here, let's take a look at what clients see when they go to get a success coach. This looks like the new page that clients will see when they go to actually choose their success coach. So, obviously this is all just fake data. Ignore everyone in here. But you see there's a button there that says Become Client. So if I want Arlene to be my coach, I can click that button and Arlene will be my coach. Now, a little bit to the right of that, you can see how SCs, how successful they are at helping their clients earn. And so in this example here, Arlene is helping each client earn more money than anyone else in this list. And based on that bar being further off to the right. And so that's going to be based on how well these coaches do at helping brand new clients that have just gotten a coach for the first time, how well they help them ramp up. And so that's what it's going to be based on. It's not going to be based on old clients that you might have had for 3 years who already know how to do this and are generating more and more earnings. It's really going to be based on, the first few months. And so the way to get ahead on this chart is to focus on your brand new clients that really don't know what they're doing. And of course, they're the ones that are going to need the most help. They're the ones that are going to have the most questions, which means that's where most of your efforts are going to go to, helping them. And so that's why this is based on where your efforts are going to be going to your brand new clients. And why this is so important is because when new users, new clients come in and get a success coach, they may not always even go to this page. They can also just hit a button or launch an ad and automatically be assigned a coach. And when they're automatically assigned a coach, they're way more likely to be assigned someone at the top of this than someone at the bottom. And so one of the most important ways of generating more earnings as a coach is to ensure your clients are generating as much earnings as possible. Okay, in the next column, and these columns, by the way, are all sortable. You can click this top bar, and when you do, it'll sort on that. The next column says rating. So that's based on how clients rate their coaches. And the column after that shows response time. That shows clients, users, how fast they can expect to get a response from their coaches. And so it measures all the communications that are happening between coaches and their clients. And then there will be bars, just like that green bar that you have for client success. If you sort these, those will turn green, and you'll see these sorted in that way. And so that is the key way that clients will be able to judge their SCs. And ultimately, that's how success coaches will get more clients. Now, what I showed you prior to this was how users view their coaches. But if you are a success coach, as everyone on this call is, and you visit this page, you'll look a little different. What you'll be seeing is a little different. First of all, you'll notice yourself up here in the yellow, regardless of your rank. And so in this example, sorry, Arlene, in this example, you're number 34. This is not based on any data at all. It's all just baloney data. As you see, we've got a bunch of JCs in there. Of Of course, those JCs, if this was real data, they would be at the top.
Mhm.
Someone didn't agree. So check this out. So Arlene's looking at this. She, first of all, sees herself at the top with her rank. Of course, if she were to scroll down, she would find herself again at rank 34 in this case. And there's some interesting data here that you'll notice where it says 2x, 5x, and 12x. So what this is telling, in this case, Arlene, is that if she achieves that level of success, where the 2x is, she'll receive approximately 2 times more clients by the system. And if she can get to this next level, 5x, she'll receive approximately 5 times more clients on a weekly or monthly basis. And if she gets to the next level, she'll get 12 times more clients on a monthly level, on a monthly basis, than where she is today, assuming she's in the bottom quadrant here. And so what Arlene wants to do then is get to this top quadrant where you see that little JC head. She wants to be there because that's where all happy people with great complexion live and get 12 times more clients. So if you want to roll over that, you'll see this little informational dialog box pop up, which will give you some more information. Pretty much what I just said, that the better coaches receive 2 times. That's people in this area. Good coaches and great coaches. And what this also does is remind you that these averages are calculated based on coaches' ability to influence the earnings of new clients only. So it's very critical that you give most of your focus to clients in their first 90 days. That's where you're going to be judged the most on. That's where you have the most questions, you know, from clients that are the most confused. And ultimately, you're going to receive new clients based on your ability to service new clients, which just sort of makes sense, right?
Yes, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And so we just talked about the I'll pay later function. And like I said, we are running and gunning to get that live for you as early as next week. One thing I want to point out is, you know, just to really make sure that this goes smoothly and that we're, you know, like all new sophisticated and complicated products, of course, there will be issues. I wish I could tell you something different than that, but there just will be issues. There's just so many different parts of this that need to be figured out, and sometimes the only way to get the last issues out of it is to push it to live. And so what we're going to do this time to really try to make sure that we isolate the issues early is we're going to only roll out the I'll pay later feature at first for success coaches to use. So it's going to be limited at first for success coaches.
Cool.
And, you know, there's 2 ways of looking at this, and I think both ways are actually true. The first way of looking at this is, from now on, going forward, more and more, we're going to try to roll out new things for success coaches first because of a few reasons. The first reason is, of course, you know, if there's issues, if there's bugs, you know, success coaches more and more they're more experienced people. You're getting more and more used to rolling with these punches and dealing with these issues. And, you know, and so it just makes sense to first give this to success coaches and let the success coaches come back and report the issues with it so that we have, in this case, 230 people affected potentially instead of a lot more people. The second reason we want to give it to success coaches first is because if success coaches are aware firsthand through using these products how they work, well, of course they're going to be better equipped to help the users figure out how to use them. And so how can success coaches teach users how to use something that they don't really know how to use yet themselves? And so by rolling it out to success coaches first, success coaches will be able to be more knowledgeable and do a better job at helping their clients utilize these products and benefit from them. And then, of course, the third reason we'd like to roll out things to success coaches first is because often that's just a fantastic way of thanking success coaches for doing the hard work that they're doing. You know, for example, last week when unfortunately we had to put out some more bad news Well, having bad news hit you is one thing, and having to deal with that. But having to have bad news hit you and then have you turn around and be strong for 50, 100, or more people in your client list and help them get over it and help them emotionally, arrive at a place where they see, okay, well, I guess this is part of the road that I'm just going to have to deal with. And I guess there's a way of looking at this in an optimistic and happy way. Sometimes you need a helping hand to help your mind arrive to that place. So it just makes sense that success coaches should always, always, always be treated with the most respect, certainly from us on this end, because this is Johnny Cash speaking here. It's sad. It's very sad to put out bad news like that. But ultimately, it's the success coaches that have the harder job. And I was able to witness some of that this last week, as many of the users wrote to me personally. And of course, my reaction was, as much as possible, you really need to speak to your success coach, because I'm unable to handle the volume coming in. These are clients that reported to many, many, many different success coaches last week. But what I always learn through these is how difficult your job is. And, just how difficult it can be to help someone that was, whose cup is absolutely half empty or maybe even 90% empty, and help them see the silver lining, help them realize that in the long term, this potentially could be good news, even if it's not clear how this is good news at this point. It's just never a good feeling when, for example, you have money in your bank and it's missing next week. That's just never a happy situation. So thank you, success coaches. And so that's what you're going to see starting next week when the I'll Pay Later goes live. First, it'll be rolled out to success coaches. When you tell us, and not before that, but when you tell us that it's ready to deploy, we'll start rolling it out for everyone else to use as well. And likely we'll even roll it out in pieces, not all at once to everyone else, just to give you a chance to see how your community, your clients are utilizing these products, if everything's working out, or should we stop, improve it further before rolling it out further. And so first success coaches get it, then we'll roll it out to another group. We haven't yet exactly decided which group, so we're going to be looking for your feedback to figure out, should it be based on leaderboard position? Should it be based on country? Should it be based on how long they've been a member? Are there other ways we could do this? But we're going to be looking to you for feedback as to how we should roll this out to the community, because of course the people that get access to it first are going to shoot up the leaderboard first, because now they've immediately got new funds to use at their will. They can use them on ads. They can go immediately to the Boost product and start investing it there. And so it's very easy to see how people that go first are going to be feeling like, people that don't go first are going to feel disadvantaged at first. And so we don't want that. A big part of our mission is to uplift humanity. And that's why, as this rolls out, our belief is everyone all over the world should have the same opportunity. There is going to be no distinction whatsoever between a user that's in, say, the United Kingdom or in Indonesia or Vietnam or any other country in the world. Everyone will have the same opportunity. And I think, unfortunately, banks and other big establishments, they tend to discriminate in the ways that they provide such things to people in different countries. We're not going to do that. The opportunity will be the same for everybody. And so that's one of the things we're really most excited about, is the fact that we were able to figure out how to do this in a way that doesn't discriminate. So we're looking forward to that discussion. So the last thing I want to show you here is the new Client Center. And as the different parts are being put together, I want to just give you a glimpse. It's going to look slightly different by the time you get it. But this is, as you can see, this is a direction that it's moving in. Notice that you can now see in the progress bar, you'll be able to see whether or not their account is protected and where they are in their profile completeness. You'll be able to see that right there. So that gives you an ability to help them. And you also see I'll Pay Later. And you've got some interesting colors happening there. I'll just give you a quick sort of snapshot of what we're looking at here. So the left part, the dark green, shows you how much of their I'll Pay Later funds they have utilized so far. So in this silly example, Shri, the top person, has a limit of $1 million that she's been given to spend. That's not going to happen
That
now.
is a great client.
Absolutely. And so out of that, she's perhaps, so what that says is that this, the two green areas together add up to $1 million in this example. And she's utilized about a third of it.
Wow.
Yeah, she's utilized, what is that, maybe 300,000. By the way, if you click on this, you'll get a big pop-up that will show you all the specifics, all the details. This is just showing stuff at a high level. But if you click it, you'll get a big pop-up, and you'll have more controls there. But what you're seeing here is this person has about $1 million limit. That's the two greens. And out of that, the smaller, the darker green, is how much of that she's utilized so far. Now, in this, again, this is just all silly examples. The yellow part shows the max. So in this case, the max is $2.5 million. So obviously, this is not making any sense at all because so the $2.5 million, by the way, is the yellow part. What this says is that this coach, this SC, could take the limit for this person and raise it from $1 million to $2.5 million if they wanted to. And so if they were to click on this, they would be able to take a bar and drag it over as much as they want and increase the limit for Shri, in this case from the $1 million limit that she or he currently has to a $2.5 million limit.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Yeah, so this is kind of, obviously a real silly example, but it shows you generally what, the colors are correct, if you will. And then some other controls here. You've got a little white and a little red. Those will show you some other interesting things that we'll unveil next week. But they'll also show you how much further you can increase their credit limit based on some factors that you have more control over. And we'll get into all the details there rather than spend too much time on it right here. Down below are some other, just informational things that will help you do your job better. But ultimately, the idea is to click on this thing, it'll pop open, or roll over the progress bar. It'll give you more information about what's not, how their profile completeness hasn't happened, and you have all those controls as you roll over this. And so you can start to see how this I'll Pay Later is going to really start coming together. And when it does, ultimately, where all of this is going is the success coaches' earnings will go up, their clients' earnings will go up, and the success coaches that are doing the best job at helping their clients earn will have a few things happen for them. The first one is they'll get a lot more clients, up to 12 times more clients will be given to them by the system automatically as a reward for being so good at helping their clients earn. And not only that, but the other reward that they'll have will be what you're seeing in this I'll Pay Later column. And what I'm trying to say here is that the coaches that do the best job are going to be giving a much higher ability. They'll see more yellow, basically. They'll have more control over giving away more I'll Pay Later. So that if you're a client of one of the best SCs, you're going to be able to advance much faster because your SC will have more ability to give you more money, basically, to give you more funds. And so naturally, you can imagine there'll be, over time, there'll be a desire by the clients to go to the best SCs because the best SCs will have, the system will give them the biggest capability, the biggest power to give more funds to their clients. In other words, their yellow section will be much wider and they'll have more power there. And so everything, as you can see, this is a meritocracy. The idea with these algorithms are to give the people that do the best job in educating and helping their clients learn how to earn and how to improve their lives. It gives them the most power, it gives them the most funding, it gives them the most clients, and it really fuels the economy by uplifting as many people as possible by giving them the best resources. All right. Well,
Wow.
on that note, this is my last slide, everyone. Success coaches, you are helping others succeed. You should be so proud of yourself based on the number of people you've helped. And when you look at the earnings that have happened over this last year and how the earnings have risen, something like 15-fold are the numbers, and the numbers of people you've helped has been incredible. You're helping them achieve their dreams, of course. So many people have written in about how their dreams are coming true. You're changing people's lives, and you've only just started. Once this I'll Pay Later goes live, we're going to be able to help a lot more people. A lot more people will tell their friends about FanBox, which will just bring more people in. Those people will come in within minutes. Literally, within minutes, they'll be able to start earning because it'll take them just a few minutes to get their I'll Pay Later funds and to start boosting and to start launching ads, to promote their blogs, to promote their products, to promote their services. They'll be able to get busy immediately doing those things. You're being a friend and people in need. You know, I can't stress this enough. You know, beyond all the positives that we're all working on, there are issues that come up. There are problems that come up. We are not going to be problem-free. In fact, we're going to have lots of issues happen because of the fact that we're burning ground. We're charging forward as fast as we can on so many different fronts, really as fast as we can possibly bring you new opportunities. We're trying to do that. And of course, the faster you go, the more likely you are to have issues. And so where do these people turn when there's no hope? I had a user write to me last week. She was literally in tears. She was crying because of the issue that we had last week. And I saw how her success coach was helping her, and I saw the change. I saw how she was able to go from pure tears to, okay, I'm okay. I'm ready to move forward again. In fact, one of the first things she did is she went to the system and she topped up money that she didn't even really have to top up. She topped up and invested it and started moving forward again. I've seen how a success coach can change everything. Ultimately, what that means is that you're uplifting humanity. Money, we all know this. Money is important. Anyone that thinks money's not important, obviously doesn't know where to shop. But they just don't understand that people around the world have real needs. And so the money's important. But ultimately, the money gets spent on things that people need, on improving the education for their kids, for themselves, getting out of difficult situations from difficult people that they're stuck with because they don't have the opportunity to find a better scenario for themselves. There's so many ways that what you're doing directly and indirectly leads specifically to uplifting someone out of a situation and into a situation that's more conducive to their happiness. And so I want to take this moment to personally thank you on behalf of myself, on behalf of everyone here at FanBox, and frankly on behalf of all the success coaches and all the users for all the sacrifices that you've made, all the ways that you've done good where you don't get any credit, where nobody notices the good you're doing and the time you're spending and the uplifting and the encouragement that you're offering to people with very little coming back to you. This has been a difficult year in so many ways because it's been the hardest year. I hope to say that the next year will be an easier one. I hope it'll be more fruitful for you. Of course, I can't guarantee that. We don't know. There's so much uncertainty in front of us. But what I do know is that the prospects look amazing. When you really look at the things coming down the pipe, like the I'll Pay Later tool that's coming, it seems from the outside here like things should get better and better and better for us. But without any of that news, you have been plugging forward, you've been charging forward, you've been working so hard, helping so many people, and usually you get no credit for that. Usually there's no big slides that come up and say that you have beautiful eyes or you're the #1 profile photo. All you get are people sometimes complaining, sometimes people unhappy, and the source of their unhappiness could be an issue or bug, or it could be something else going on in their life, and they reach out to you for that friend, for that person to give them hope again. Sometimes they need hope every day. after you give them hope, you come back the next day and they've lost that hope and you have to keep doing it. I know what you're doing. I know how hard it is. And even though I don't see every single communication you have with users and I don't, get into the specifics, I do know that every one of you is doing what you're doing for the right reasons. And so I want to thank you one more time. It's a good thing that I've got 400 or 500 people here that can help me give you a big round of applause. Jenny Lee, Jolyn, Zoe, Arlene, Scott, Ash, anything you want to add?
Thank you all so much for all your hard work and support, and I'm really excited to launch these products for you guys and see what you can do with it and how you can help your clients succeed.
I am thinking from now till the end of the year is going to be just amazing. So thank you to everyone that's involved.
Yeah, thank you guys for all your help, for everything, for all the things that you do.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, keep the ideas coming because obviously we're doing things with them. So thank you for being a great team to work with.
Thanks everyone for working so hard. We've come so far and we still have so much to look forward to, and I'm so excited about the future in this program and just to be a part of this program.
Yeah.
Well, and I also want to take a moment to thank the 4 or 5 of you that just spoke as well. I know all the success coaches ultimately look up to you, and you guys, many of them, most of them don't realize the hardships that you guys have faced and the difficulties you've gone through, and you're still here, and you're still smiling, and you're still rolling with the punches. Whether it's the punches are just all this extra work that's dumped on your plate constantly out of left field, or if it's all of a sudden $13,000 being missing, Arlene, that you had plans for, I imagine. It's just, there's just no way to quantify all the stuff that you guys do, and you're still here, and you're still fighting, and you're still smiling, and you're still being the foundation. I know that I couldn't do my job. There's no way I could do my job if it weren't for you guys and the enlightenment and the encouragement and the confidence and just the smiles that you bring everybody inside this company. We're constantly sharing your thoughts and your words with the employees, with the engineers in the company, and that's what keeps them here. It's not the big paychecks, because they don't have big paychecks. It's that. And then you take that and you go the other way with it to all the other success coaches. You guys are the glue that keeps everybody together. So thank you, Jolyn and Arlene and Jenny Lee.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And everyone out there, I'm sorry we didn't have an opportunity to speak with you directly. We are looking at your comments and questions and everything up there right now. So we're going to, as soon as we get off this call here, we're going to go through all of them and read them, and you'll be in our thoughts. Apologies for not having the ability to, all be in the same room, but that will happen. I promise you, at some point, we will all get together, and we'll have to do that at least once a year. Wherever you are in the world, we'll have to find a central location, especially as resources grow and more people join FanBox, and and our ability to earn money for everyone increases. Well, so will our ability to have to move from a virtual event like this to actually all of us flying out to one location once a year with 6 months advance notice and get together and see each other in person. We'd all love to pet crazy dog Terry, and get a taste of sweet Chris's sweetness and everyone else out there. So we can't wait for that. All right. Well, then on that note, thank you, everybody. We'll see you on FanBox, and let's celebrate again next year.
Definitely. Bye. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.